Could a Miles Garrett trade derail the Packers' Super Bowl aspirations? A seismic shift reverberated across the NFL landscape when Cleveland Browns star pass rusher Miles Garrett formally requested a trade. The mere possibility of his departure sent shockwaves through front offices and fan bases alike, as teams scrambled to assess whether acquiring the four-time first-team All-Pro would be a game-changing move. Among the franchises evaluating this blockbuster opportunity, the Green Bay Packers stand out as a potential suitor. Garrett's desire to join a legitimate contender aligns with Green Bay's competitive trajectory, but the cost of securing his services presents a dilemma that cannot be ignored. While Garrett's raw talent and defensive dominance are undeniable, the Packers must weigh the steep price Cleveland will undoubtedly demand in return. This debate isn't about whether Garrett would bolster Green Bay's defense. He unquestionably would. Instead, the discussion hinges on whether trading a king's ransom of draft capital is a wise long-term investment for a team still building toward sustained success. The Browns' reluctance and Green Bay's dilemma. Browns general manager Andrew Berry has made it clear in the past that he would reject an offer of 2 first-round picks for Garrett. That statement came before the trade request was public and before the relationship between player and franchise appeared to fracture beyond repair. Now, with Cleveland facing the reality of potentially losing one of their best defensive players, the price tag may fluctuate, but it certainly won't be cheap. For the Packers, the question becomes, is an all-in move for Garrett the missing piece that will propel them to Super Bowl contention? Adding an elite pass rusher is an enticing prospect, but at what cost? If Green Bay parts with multiple first-round selections and additional assets, they must ensure the move elevates them from contender to outright favorite. Otherwise, they risk mortgaging the future for a short-term gamble that may not yield the ultimate prize. Is the risk worth the reward? History provides cautionary tales of franchises investing heavily in a single superstar, only for the move to backfire spectacularly. The Browns themselves serve as a prime example, having surrendered a massive haul for Deshaun Watson, a trade that has yet to justify its exorbitant cost. If the Packers follow a similar path, they could find themselves handicapped for years, unable to replenish key positions with young, cost-controlled talent. Retaining their draft picks and using them to address multiple areas of need is a far more prudent strategy. Green Bay's front office must recognize that building a deep, well-rounded roster is essential, especially with the financial reality of an impending quarterback contract extension. As tempting as it may be to swing for the fences with a splashy acquisition, the smarter play is to stay patient, continue developing young talent, and keep financial flexibility intact. A trade for Miles Garrett would accelerate the Packers' timeline, forcing them into a win-now mindset when a more measured approach might serve them better. Perhaps a move of this magnitude makes sense next offseason, but at this moment, Green Bay is better off fortifying multiple roster spots rather than committing all their resources to one elite player. What do you think? Do you believe the Packers should go all in for Miles Garrett? Or should they prioritize long-term stability? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love in-depth NFL analysis like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow our community and bring you the latest updates from the football world. Thanks for watching.
The Green Bay Packers find themselves at a pivotal crossroads, balancing the demands of a competitive NFL landscape with the necessity of securing their long-term success. As the 2025 season approaches, speculation runs rampant regarding the future of one of their most intriguing assets. While rumors swirl and whispers of potential trades dominate conversations, the latest reports suggest that the Packers are unlikely to part ways with one of the key figures in their recent success, quarterback Malik Willis. For a franchise that has built its legacy on stability at the quarterback position, the emergence of Jordan Love as a capable leader has been a crucial development. Despite playing through the 2024 season with injuries, Love proved his resilience, demonstrating that, at the very least, he is a reliable starting quarterback in the NFL. However, when healthy, he has shown flashes of brilliance that could cement his status as one of the league's elite passers. This alone makes Green Bay a formidable contender moving forward. But as last season painfully reminded them, having a talented starter is only one part of the equation. A team's success often hinges on its ability to adapt to adversity, and a competent backup quarterback can make the difference between a playoff berth and an early offseason. This was precisely the case when Love suffered a sprained MCL in the dying moments of Green Bay's Week 1 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. Forced to sit out the next 2 games, the Packers turned to an unexpected hero, Malik Willis. Once dismissed as an afterthought following an underwhelming stint with the Tennessee Titans, Willis found redemption in Green Bay. Thrust into the starting role, he orchestrated 2 critical victories in Love's absence. Later in the season, when Love exited early against the Jacksonville Jaguars due to a groin injury, Willis once again stepped up, leading the Packers to another crucial win. His final stat line for the season? A stunning 74.1% completion rate, 550 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and an eye-popping 124.8 passer rating. Numbers that instantly caught the attention of teams in desperate need of a quarterback. With the 2025 NFL Draft on the horizon and numerous franchises scrambling to secure a competent signal caller, Willis has become a hot commodity in trade discussions. Many front offices see him as an untapped talent, a player capable of thriving under the right system. Yet, despite the growing trade buzz, sources close to the Packers indicate that general manager Brian Gutekunst is not eager to part ways with his backup quarterback. The reason? Green Bay simply does not have a viable replacement. While the team brought back Sean Clifford on the practice squad, his struggles in training camp and preseason games last year made it clear that he is not the ideal safety net should Love go down again. The acquisition of Willis from Tennessee was a calculated move, one that ultimately played a pivotal role in securing Green Bay's 11-6 finish, an improvement from their 9-8 record in 2023. Without Willis, the Packers might have missed the playoffs entirely. Sterling Bennett of Heavy on Packers reports that the likelihood of Willis being traded remains slim. While there is always the temptation of securing a high draft pick in return, the Packers understand the value of stability at the quarterback position. Unless they miraculously stumble upon a backup as competent as Willis, all signs point to him remaining in Green Bay for the 2025 season. This is just another chapter in the unfolding saga of the Green Bay Packers, a team that continues to defy expectations and navigate the high-stakes world of the NFL with precision and strategy. But what do you think? Should the Packers hold on to Willis, or should they seize the opportunity to trade him for valuable draft capital? Let us know in the comments. Maybe even drop the phrase "Packers' future is secure" if you believe they're making the right call. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us grow this amazing community, and together, we'll keep breaking down the biggest NFL stories. Stay tuned for more updates.